And welcome back, everybody. Well, what did everybody think of the Miami Grand Prix? It was quite interesting, huh? Like, in terms of there's quite a bit of rumors going around. There's kind of juicy topics to talk about, which we're going to get into now. But before we get into it, guys, Jesus, wow, like Verstappen is on a roll here. From ninth position to the lead, I mean, it looked so easy for him, didn't it? Oh, man. I think, is anyone really going to take him this year? I mean, Perez, yes, he's there and thereabouts, but Verstappen is the golden child of Red Bull, unfortunately. But hey, you know, that's the way it is. I don't see Perez, I'm kind of thinking here now, I don't really see Perez doing anything this year. He'll win some more races, sure, no doubt. Will he win the championship? I really doubt it. I don't think Red Bull are going to give him the gear. I just don't think they will. I think what they're going to do, they're going to keep him in the game, they're going to keep him pushing Max. That's cool, yeah. He'll win some more races, but at the end of the day, when it really comes down to the last few moments, I think Red Bull will really just want to wrap it up quick, which is understandable for a team, of course. You want to win the championship as fast as possible and have many races in hand to mess around with, right? Huge money up for grabs, high stakes, a lot of sponsorship. You need to get the fucking goals in soon, as quick as you can. So I think they'll push Perez and Verstappen all the way to the end, but in the last few races, they'll start all of a sudden, I've got a funny feeling you'll start seeing Perez going a little slower than normal. And it'll be very strange, like, gee, didn't he rise the occasion? Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Perez is a good driver. Yeah, I don't rate him that much, but if you see him now all of a sudden start slowing down and people say, oh, he just doesn't have the skill of Max Verstappen. Yeah. Bullshit. Okay? Don't believe that. It's only because Red Bull will slow him down at the end of the championship. If I'm correct, and I think I will be on this one. Anyway, we'll see. But hey, let's look at qualifying. Okay. So, Leclerc in Q3, huh? Had the crash now. Okay, thank God, luckily for him. And, you know, in general, his safety. Thank God he didn't have a big one. It's not looking good for Leclerc here. Like, and where have they gone? Huh? Where have they gone? What the fuck is going on? They were all over it in Baku. They were brilliant in qualifying. They just lack the race gear, man. The race setup, whatever you want to call it. They don't have the race pace. It's so bizarre. I don't get it. Because, like, I understand that the car it's obviously sensitive, where it can go well for 1 or 2 laps, and then it obviously falls off the cliff, right? Which it obviously does. Red Bull's car, absolutely sensational. I mean, is it the quickest over a full qualifying lap? I'd still give it to Ferrari, believe it or not. Even though Red Bull have got more fucking poles and everything, but I'd still give it to them, to Ferrari. And I don't know why, call me crazy, but yeah, it's fucking bizarre, isn't it? And you know, Italy's coming up next. That's the next round. Sure, God only knows. Sure, fucking Leclerc could stick it on pole, and he'd be nowhere there for the race. It's very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. So what you had was, I mean, let's look at the Ferraris. Leclerc finishing in 7th, which is horrendous. Carlos Sainz in 5th. I mean, guys, they've got to get some wins in the bag here this year, guys. They really do, for their own sanity, you know. And they were interviewing the team boss Vassar. Isn't it Vassar? Just to see how to pronounce his name. But Vassar, he's not looking very confident, this guy. You know, if you can watch the Formula1.com, guys, the website, watch the there's a highlight video with him in it, and he's not like, he doesn't look very, very convinced that they're going to win a championship. They've got the resources, they've got the money. Now, obviously, there's the budget cap too, but I mean, they're just gifted. You know, they really are. Ferrari is Formula One at the end of the day. So I don't know. I don't get it, man. What's going on here? You know? Jeez, I have to try and get some Adrian Newey in, man. Jesus. Anyway, so let's have a look at the race. So the race, I mean, Verstappen made that look pretty easy, didn't he? In fairness. I mean, it was a very, very simple, straightforward pit stop strategy he had. Stay on the same tires until, 10 laps to go? And then change on. And he even went onto the medium. Now, it obviously goes to show you, too, that it wasn't some genius driving from Verstappen. It was very, very good, don't get me wrong. But people are saying, "Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? What he did with the car and the hard tires." No. You see, sometimes the hard tires actually are quicker, and it suits a car better. And if your car or the track has too much grip, sometimes going on to a tire that has less grip actually gives you more grip, if that makes sense. So you actually have to take away grip levels on some of the cars. And depending on the track, you know, and of course you got the climate too, and the humidity in Miami must be, Jesus. I mean, we're in May here. I'd say it's horrendous. Horrendous car wear in general, engine wear. Yeah, so it's, I mean, but look, hey, it was a very, very simple, straightforward strategy. They knew exactly what to do, when to bring him in. It was a dream day for him, wasn't it? Now, Perez in second. Yeah, well, look, he's still got 18 points. Verstappen gets 26 yesterday. That's obviously 25 for the win and 1 point for fastest lap. So Perez still is in the game here. Now, let's just check here, guys. And by the way, guys, I've said it a few times already. You should definitely check out Formula1.com. I'm just double checking their points on this website. It's a really, really good website, guys. Okay, so Verstappen is on 119. Perez is on 105. Alonso 75. God, Alonso's got a long way to go. It's not looking good for Alonso here. It really isn't, you know. I'd like to be positive about it. But just Red Bull are just so goddamn dominant. Adrian Newey has got one hell of a car. It's unbelievable, man. So you've got Verstappen, Perez, separated by 14 points. Now, the nice thing about that stuff for now is that Verstappen can't afford to have a DNF. Because Perez will, well, he wouldn't overtake him. He would just have an advantage, and Perez will definitely close that gap down if they keep going the way they're going. Alonso is definitely out of the game. I mean, he's about 40% behind here. Like, it's almost, I wouldn't even say 40. It's actually almost double the points already. And I mean, okay, we're not at the start of the year, but you know, it's still early on here. Now, look, the Ferrari, the Red Bulls, they'd need a couple of DNFs now, the two of them, for Alonso to have any shot at this stage. Really, it's just not looking good for the poor guy. And gotta love him. He's in his 40s. He's still doing his thing, man. Definitely the best driver on the grid, Alonso. So I'd love to see him right back up there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But hey, let's just keep a bit of the optimism going here. Okay, so what are we expecting, right? I think with Verstappen winning yesterday, it's looking very, very good for him, of course. It's looking okay-ish for Perez. For anybody else, there's not really much hope for them at this stage. Jesus. So let's have a look at the schedule. So we've got Italy coming up May 19th to the 21st. So that's in 10 days' time. So, Italy. It's a good track, San Marino. It's also a very emotional track for me because that's where my hero, Ayrton Senna, passed away. So yeah, it's a really good track, guys. I have to say, it's not the greatest track for overall driver's talent. This track is actually more of a cars track. So I think what you're gonna find here is the Red Bulls will be awesome. I think anyway. Ferraris, I think they might struggle. Aston Martin, I think, will be very, very strong here. Yeah, I think they will. Now, of course, my predictions have been all over the place here all this year so far. I've had really good predictions and just dreadful predictions. So I don't know what to expect. Jeez, I'm just gonna guess at this stage. I think what you're gonna have, and I think what's gonna be good, is Ferrari are talking about they're gonna have some more upgrades coming soon. Now, every other team are gonna have upgrades too, but I think Ferrari are saying in terms of, it'll be a big step forward. I think that's what they're really hinting at now, which is promising. I mean, really, they just got to sort out their race pace. They've got it for qualifying. They've got the pace. Obviously, they're back in the game now. And I think even if Leclerc didn't have that crash in Q3, I think he would have been right up there. So, okay. I mean, if I'm Ferrari, obviously, Italian, home track, I'm going to be looking to get it on pole. Like, if I'm Leclerc, it's all out. It's all or nothing for Leclerc and Sainz. The two boys have got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing. And Leclerc, he's just keep the thing on the track, buddy. Keep the thing on the track. Please, come on. I'm fingers crossed and toes crossed for you, my man. I think Leclerc's really got to go all out. He really does. I think to get the confidence back with the team, he needs a win. I really think it does. I think it'll be good for his confidence, the team's confidence, just the overall work harmony, and the work atmosphere. Just nice and relaxed. People are more focused. So Leclerc, God, I don't know if he's gonna have much luck. I hate to say it, and Jesus, I hope I'm fucking wrong on this one. If Leclerc gets a podium in Italy, I think it would be a good result. Hopefully, he gets a win. I'd love to see him win. I think top 3 would be a good result for him. He's certainly got nothing to lose. Carlos Sainz is in the same boat. He's got nothing to lose either. Who else is there? Okay, so the Mercedes, Hamilton and Russell. Jeez, well, they're not having a good year, are they? Good Lord. If I'm Hamilton, well, you just got to go flat to the wall, really. Same with Russell. Now, they're definitely experiencing problems with the car still. Will they get a new upgrade and will it solve all their problems? I don't think so. Unless they come out with something, I mean, it's got to be a game changer. Right? It's got to be a game changer, the next upgrade. Otherwise, they're just going to be making up the numbers, man. Like 5th, 6th, 4th, Because Russell finished 4th, I think, didn't he? Let me just double check it. Yes, he did. He was in... I will just double check here now. Second. But anyway, yeah. If I'm Russell, he's just got to go balls to the wall. Yeah, that's right. Russell was in 4th. Now, Alonso, he's just right there, isn't he? It was great to see him finish 3rd, by the way, yesterday. It really is. It's fantastic to see Alonso finishing 3rd. I think it's great for their confidence. They're chewing at it now, though. They really, really want to get it over the finish line, don't they? With an end result here with a win. Oh, I think they're going to be strong enough here. Not in qualifying. I think if he gets it in the top 5, he's going to do good. I think his race pace is better, and I think if he gets it into the top 3, you know, if he just keeps fucking scoring, keeps finishing on that podium, man, you know, he'll knock on the door. I even think it's a bit of a long shot for him to get a win this year. The more I'm seeing how reliable and strong Red Bull are. It's an unbelievable car. It's incredibly reliable. It's incredibly fast. It's just such a strong overall car. It's going to be hard to beat for them. Very hard to beat. So, predictions for Italia. Funny feeling it could be raining for this one. They do get a bit of rain down there, in fairness. But okay, let's go with a dry race. I think if it's going to be dry... Oh, I think you're going to have Verstappen winning again. I think you are. Verstappen for the win, Perez second, and I'll go Alonso in third. Yeah, I think so. And I hope I'm right on this one. I think Alonso will be a lot closer to the Red Bulls in Italy than you would think. Because I just think in general, his race pace and the balance of that car is very, very good. And I think that track is going to really, really suit the Aston Martin. You know? So, anyway, we will see, ladies and gentlemen. But I will be back before Italy. I will do a preview of the track. We'll talk about the track in more detail. We'll look over different results, what cars have gone well there back in the day versus up to now. And we'll just delve more deeply into the Italian Grand Prix. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye-bye.